Hello, everyone. We are live now, and I would request everybody who is part of the session and have presentations, be ready with your presentations. And if your friends are also supposed to join, communicate to them that the session has started so that we can have their presentations on time. So to start with, I would like to welcome all of you, and I would like to thank you, first of all, for being with us, being together, working as a group for last 30 days, for last 29 days, and making this Africa Festival, Pop Africa Festival, a success. Your contribution is invaluable. You have been there throughout, constantly coming, uh, doing activities, taking part in the Africa Fest, doing more and more. There were many people who not just conducted one activity, but more than more than 4 to 5 to 7 activities also, and also presented their work during the last 4 days. And today is the final day of presentation. But if some of you are not able to present within the time limit, or cannot present today, we will separately schedule one day for them, for all of them to make their presentations even after the closing ceremony. So this is the piece of information that I wanted to share. Second information that I want to share with all of you is that the filling of impact form is very important for us to go through each project separately and give your names to the evaluators to be nominated for the future awards, or for all the awards that you come into the category of as you participated in the Africa Fest. So make sure that you have filled the impact form and you have provided us with all the important information. Your certificates will be provided to you via email. So that is something that don't need to worry, because if you haven't received them yet. And with that, we have two presenters who joined us, and others are also joining. So we will start the closing ceremony with one of the presentations by Vyanga. Vyanga, are you ready with your presentation? Vyanga Donzo, are you ready with your presentation? Hi. I think you are on mute. No, you are still on mute.
Cross-cutting thematic areas.
I can hear you now.
That we look at the space, nature-based solution, that it looks at the space, relationships, and experiences that different entities within a given ecosystem have.
Vyanga, can you hear us? Okay, I think Vyang has some issues, and Mina's audio is also not connected. So we will start with the Africa Fest small clipping that we have, which is a compilation of all the pictures, activities, and work that has been done during the day, during these 30 days.
We are one of the world's greatest polluters because of our reliance on coal. But we unfortunately damage above our weight in economic terms.
Connected me to the leadership and specifically climate leadership. And it was really something I deem it so overwhelming because back here in Cameroon, we have been experiencing so much situations where
establishing the pop movement in Sierra Leone, I have been engaging different youth leaders around because I have 15 of my colleagues who are district youth leaders within the Sierra Leone, because we have 16 districts in Sierra Leone.
So it took series of planning, it took series of intentional drafting. So I never knew about Grandshot, so I get to learn how to work with Grandshot. I get to learn how to program my project and all that. So that actually played a crucial role in that. That is why we get people to mentor us, right, to put us in the right direction. So through that process, we got the Federal Ministry of Environment. They endorsed the climate, the POP Nigeria climate, the POP Nigeria Initiative on Climate Education.
Who are we? For Cheers!
Thank you. These were just some of the uh, clippings from the activities that were conducted and the videos and the photos that we received that we could compile together for all the people who presented. Thank you so much. So I would like to ask now Dr. Ash to please welcome all the fellow people from our family from Africa who joined us today, as they
Thank
have
you.
been waiting to meet you.
Well, I've been waiting to meet each one of you too, and I just want to say that I'm very grateful for this opportunity today, and I also believe truly, genuinely that this is a start. So I know we conclude a very important initiative at which you've been the helm, but I also want to say that there's so much for us to do, and I know together we will. And all I want to convey to you is that every one of you is leading initiative which truly counts. So it's very, very important that we keep on. I know that, the path definitely presents challenges, but, the important thing is that as we face challenges, we persist. And indeed, they will continue. And irrespective of what path we're on, we're going to face challenges. But the important thing is that you're doing what you believe is part of that vision to protect our planet. And you're mobilizing so many people in the process. And perhaps it's beyond what you can begin to fathom right now, but it will have very positive ramifications for many generations to come. So I just want to say that what you're doing is truly important, not just for the here and now, but for the future. And we're here together, and I celebrate you every single day. And I want to thank each one of you. I want to thank Drisha. I want to thank Maida. I want to thank Dr. Norma and Sam and so many other people I know who are not in the room as we speak, who've been very key to bringing us onto this single platform. And I want you to know that the pop movement, the pop family, is a platform that we would like to make available to you to help amplify everything you're doing. And our role and our duty is really to mentor and support you in what you have begun. And we will join hands and minds and hearts and souls in helping you to fulfill that dream, that mission you've set out to accomplish. And I just want to say that it's so precious to be here with you. I want to thank you for the opportunity. And I also want to say that we need to persist. We're going to need to persevere. So let's prepare that as we go from here, we will continue. We will no doubt find many people along the way who will help us to learn from what we're doing, to pick up the lessons that need to be integrated with our work going forward. And there are people who have expertise in areas we can definitely tap into. And very importantly, we get to know each other. We get to appreciate each other. We get to love each other as the family that we are. And today is a very special day indeed for all of us to be together here. Let's, ironically, we have Hope of Africa that's just walked into the room. And I just want to say, we need to put Africa on the global map in terms of leading all action to protect our planet. And I know with your leadership, with your love, your light, we will get there. So once again, heartiest congratulations, much more to do, but every bit of love and strength is with you in all that you set out to do. So I just want to say, movimiento.
Bob.
Yes, and we will continue to pop. So thank you so much. And I know that through various circumstances, you've attempted to share the amazing work you're doing. I have been following the presentations over the last few days. I'm looking forward to hearing each one of you. But again, we need to continue this effort and keep on sharing. And let's, as they say, you know, together we will go far. Together we will get there. So stay strong, stay together, and just keep on. Movimiento. I love you all. I love you so much. And I just want you to know my love, my support, my dedication, and every bit of my life is devoted to each one of you. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love and blessings.
Thank you, Dr. Ash.
Thank you.
So I would like to inform everybody that over 87 registrations were done for the Africa Fest to conduct activities, and more than 100 activities have been conducted by you all. But you know, the presentations are going slow because of connectivity issues or so. We have covered almost 23 presentations so far, and we still await, you know, your response on the impact form. Even if your internet connectivity is not good and not able to present, if you will be sharing with us all the information, it will be more than enough for us to you know, connect with you and take it forward from there. So make sure that you fill the impact form and provide us all the data. We conducted around 65 climate awareness sessions, campaigns in different forms, which included, some of them included capacity building as well. We did around 16 tree plantation activities, which is a great number for any such festival to achieve, where in different parts of a region, many people wish to actually conduct this activity and actually did it. Then we have done around 23 community dialogues, which is also a very important part of creating awareness to actually understand what are the issues to take future and next steps. We covered almost all the SDGs, you know, during the course of last 1 month with your help, in form of different activities addressing different issues. And the best part is yet to come, which is we had more females joining in or participating in live sessions as communicated by all of you than men. So we are, if we talk about equality, then women are actually coming forward and trying to lead such initiatives, which is also a very good news for all of us. We have calculated the impact or the outreach, and which is around 16,000 and plus, but this is only based on the people who have registered or, you know, provided us their impact figures. So I'm sure as we follow up with them and collect more data, this number is only going to increase. So that's why I request you again to please fill the impact form. Now, I would like to play a special message by Dr. Eric Solheim, which is for all of you, to motivate all of us to keep doing the work that we are doing.
Happy to speak to. Hello, all of you. I'm so happy to speak to climate and environment activists from all over the African continent. I think you're all aware that we have a triple environment crisis. Many cities in Africa and other parts of the world, Lagos, Cairo, Johannesburg, Nairobi, they're all very polluted. We also have problems with climate change in Africa, and we do have destruction of environment and nature in many places. So the crisis and the challenge is clear. But the good news is that we have all the policies, all the money, and all the technologies we need to solve these problems. And the people who will solve it are the young generation. It's you. No one else will solve it for you. You will be the change we need to see in our time. And as young people in the past changed humanity, young people stood up against slavery, against colonialism, against wars, and they changed the world. And the young generation of the 21st century will put the planet on the path to rapid economic development and better protection of the environment. Let me suggest 4 areas where you can engage. Number 1, please support renewable energy. Tell people that they can put up solar panels in the village, at the student, at the dormitories of the university, at the parking lots, all over the continent. Let's make Africa the continent of renewable energies. Indeed, solar power is now the cheapest power everywhere in the world. So if you go solar, we save money, but at the same time, we are making Africa greener. Second, please be a pioneer for electric mobility. If you buy a bike, a two-wheeler, a motorbike, a three-wheeler, a car, or if your parents or anyone else do it, please tell them that time has come to move into electric vehicles. In my country, Norway, yes, we are privileged, but 80% of all new cars sold this year are electric, thanks to good policies from the government, but also thanks to citizens' action. And we need to make mobility in Africa electric, then there will be much less pollution in the cities, and it's good for climate change. Thirdly, let's green Africa. Let's do tree planting. It's of course particularly important in the Sahel belt in West Africa, where it's very, very dry and where we need a lot more trees. But Africa has been pioneering a number of the nature-based solutions we do need. I still recall in the Tigray province of Ethiopia, the fantastic water management systems there, the enormous amount of trees which have been planted. Very good for the economy, very good for agriculture, very good for people, but of course also very good for climate change. Tigray is indeed a world-leading area for greening of the land. And in Rwanda, they are pioneers for better protection of animals. The gorilla population of Rwanda is rapidly increasing because they have made it costly for tourists to see the gorillas. That means a fantastic economy for the people living in the gorilla areas, the tour guides, the teachers, the people working, the hotels, the taxi drivers. All those are the frontline protectors of the gorillas because their life depends upon it. And fourthly, added to renewables, to electric mobility, and to greening of Africa, let's make Africa a central area for the future circular economy. That's also already happening. I've been to poor areas of Nairobi in Kenya or Accra in Ghana, where they really recycle. They get the mobile phones in, they recycle them into and make them available again for new people. And they bring in plastic, they bring in furniture, and recycle into new components. And that's the circular economy we need for Africa and the world. So I wish you a very successful conference today, and I really, really encourage you to be the pioneers for the green Africa, which we all need. And then Africa will play a central role in the 21st century in making planet Earth great again.
I think it was a very, very important, beautiful, and full of information for all of us. A great message by Dr. Eric Solheim. So now we will start with a few presentations. And so now I would like to hand it over to Maida.
Thank you so much, Grisha. Good evening to most of us. Good evening to some of us. I would like to thank each and every one of us for the participation throughout the past days, and would like to thank so many of you for being available and the turn-up that has been there for the presentations on a daily basis whenever we contacted you. And today I would like to yield the floor to Dr. Amuche from Nigeria to make a presentation.
Hello, Mida. Thank you. That's like taking me unawares. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm happy to be here with you. I hope you can hear me well. Today, I appreciate what you are doing. And I was very happy with the speech you just played, how it's encouraging us to make Africa greener, because everybody is happy on the green we are leaving behind. In fact, there's an event tomorrow where there's a book launch tomorrow that is titled The Green We Left Behind. So I think it's good that we are being encouraged not to leave the green we have behind. So I'll just go ahead and share my slides. I think in Nigeria, we usually say we stand on existing protocol. So I don't know if what's the time limit and how much I have.
Ma'am, all you just need to do is present what you have. We gave everyone a maximum of 10 minutes, but people would end up taking a shorter time than that. So just present your content.
Okay. I think my slides are more than 10 minutes, but I'll just scroll through. So let me share my screen if it's possible. Okay. So can you see my screen, please? Okay. So that's a bit about me, my social media contacts, and I had this quote about activism, saying that it requires a different approach. And it means being good to the planet and its people, treating the people and the planet with dignity, respect, and love. Being good requires walking in love. So it's the spiritual power always with love. It is a way of overcoming evil with good. So for me, evil here is how we are treating the world, how we are treating the nature, how we are treating each other. So this June is, for me as an activist, an environment month. I embarked on so many activities, although they were not really just pop related, but as this is a gathering of activists, I just like to share it. Activists in Africa. So basically, I said that given the many environmental problems we have in Nigeria, in Africa, and the world, that I work under several platforms, and I observed that we need all hands on deck together. And then for me, collaboration and partnership is key. And that's the SDG goal 17, which has been my focus. So the 5th June, I joined the digital strike to mark the World Environment Day, themed Only One World. I hope you can see the picture in my social media handles. I joined the cleanup exercise on campus. I stay in the University of Nigeria, where some of the people that have presented are also from, I think, Equity Watch, Plug in Nigeria, and who else? I think Millicent also. So I suggested the use of baskets and bought them to raise awareness about locally available environment-friendly waste management options. I also joined a tree planting event on campus. Ayo from Plug in Nigeria presented yesterday also. I supported them with seedlings and funding for entertainment and things. This picture from the cleanup, it was organized by the Don't Litter Initiative, University of Nigeria. So we did a lot of plastic, removing plastics from the environment, because our university prides itself with the theme or the whatever being placed in a soft green hills. So we try to do that. So these are pictures from the cleanup exercise. It was anchored by Professor Egodi. These are some of the things we picked. That's the banner on the campus. Then on the 7th of June, I already talked about this. So maybe this is picture from the event or video.
World Environment Day 2022. Only one end. Day 2022.
So there's the Lights of London campaign that Parents for Future and the OKC are anchoring. So we joined from here to support them. There was a flash mob in front of in number 1 Lime Street in London. If you're familiar with London, that's where Lloyd's office is. So they had a flash mob that reinvented the Mary Poppins drama, opera. So we just did this to support them and sent it on social media. So on the 18th of June, we went to the city, our capital city dump site, to look at it and see what is possible, because apparently the government is overwhelmed. So this is a video from it. Maybe after this, I can scroll through the rest and then we'll talk about it.
So we are at Ubonyama, and this is a landfill area, dump site for Enugu City. And it has been since the last 2 or 3 years that the Spanish has stopped. And what's happening? They are actually everyone concerned to the citizens of Enugu to rethink about how we dispose of waste. Because if we dispose our waste properly, then managing it will be less difficult. We saw a lot of people here, a lot of parents, a lot of children, a lot of young people who take their living out of the scavenging here. But if we are able to channel our waste to the right place, then they won't have to come here to scavenge. If we are able to separate our waste properly, we can make resource out of this waste that is wasting here. And from there, we learn that they recycle virtually everything they get here. But because it is disposed on properly, so it is an appeal all the NGOs to have government take care of this problem. Of what climate change is doing. And the way we are disposing our waste is probably going to increase our own vulnerability, because when there's an epidemic now, we have to start running around when we do not even have infrastructure. Our health system is not that advanced and robust to contain an epidemic. We are appealing to everyone that can help us take care of this situation to come, because we are already in another emergency.
So following that, we paid a visit to the Ministry of Environment. We went with the project manager for Bioric Projects, an environment company based in Enugu too. And the conversations are unfolding. We also are hoping to meet with the non-governmental organizations in Enugu City to discuss and find out ways we can help to channel wastes properly so that the degradable waste and non-degradables are not disposed at the same place, so that people who can reuse and recycle are able to get this waste. Then on the 22nd of June, it was Rainforest Day. I had a live radio program where we talked about the rainforest, and then we are able to link it to the waste management problem in Enugu. So this is an audio that we've developed for a long time. We are now planning to continue airing it with Coal City FM, which is the metropolitan or Nigerian radio station.
To waste disposal than we are doing today. Learn how to separate your wastes into organic and inorganic. Wastes that decompose like grasses, woods, food leftovers, animal dungs, etc. are classified as organic wastes, separated from the inorganic, which are recyclable. For example, plastics, papers, bottles, clothes, metals, etc. When we don't separate wastes, it can be a disaster to our health and environment through air pollution. Separating your waste will make the earth a safer place and will ensure a cleaner and healthier environment for us all. Always remember to separate your wastes before disposal. This is a friendly neighborhood information from the Sculpted Basket Project. For more inquiries, you can call the number 0703 196 0449.
So while we did some, because in Parents for Future Global, we have this campaign, Because We Love Our Children. It's targeted at the fossil fuel industry to support the fossil fuel non-proliferation treaty. So I shared, there were a lot of students from IT in different places in Nigeria that were at the studio. So this is the picture from there. And then today I'm doing this, and it's a great event for me. I said I'll ask when we are going to have a physical pop festival. It will be nice. And then tomorrow I'm joining this very interesting program where they will present to the award winners, to the shortlisted candidates, prizes for entering in this, the green we left behind. Is a compilation of stories from different creative writers about how they feel climate change. And I included somewhere the link. You can read a lot of the stories and how climate change is affecting almost every sphere of our life. And then that's what's happening tomorrow. There's still much to do. I am calling for all hands to be on deck. These are the collaborations that are already happening. And there are other SDGs that this focused on, because different, so I tried to put it here, even though it's not possible to separate one SDG from the other. In Nigeria, in Africa, where so many other things are interlinked. And then generally, I try to say that there are directly, these activities, I could count up to 60 people that were directly influenced, but that those indirectly impacted, I cannot estimate. So I said 10 males, I could count 10 males, more females than 10 children. And this July, I would like to say, I'll remind us, is a plastic-free month. July is plastic-free month. And we are looking at different campaigns. We continue from the say no to single-use plastics, say no to non-essential plastics. I added these links. And thank you very much for listening. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Muche, for that amazing presentation. It was really insightful and I'm really inspired. So I would like to ask you a few questions just to get more clarification about your projects that you conducted during the Pop African Festival. So I'll start with the radio program. It was more of into climate education, right?
Yeah.
To sum it up. And also I wanted to know if it was more of like a local radio station, and what, if you could later on share with us the percentage of people that are able to use radio within that local city that had this program being run, so that we are able to calculate the statistics of the impact that you caused for that specific program. Is that okay?
Okay, I'll try, but yeah, it's a local station, but it's linked to the national grid, the Federal Radio Corporation, that's the coal city. But that program particularly was not a national program, it was local to Enugu. And then, but usually they use clips from such programs in the national news. Yeah, so I could ask them if they use the clips from that particular program, and then be able to estimate how many they will have estimated listened. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And then you can share it with us. And then also, I would like to request you that for the activities that you have today and tomorrow, do you mind sharing with us the impact range in terms of stakeholders' involvement, SDG focus, the target group, in other words, youth, women, men, for today's programs? Is that okay?
Well, today's program is this pop festival, so you should be able to. I think there are 23 people here. I don't know how many people are watching on YouTube. We can estimate that together. Then for tomorrow, I think there are 200 guests. It's being hosted by the French Institute in Abuja. And I could share some information later with you on WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you so much. And then for the cleanup exercise, do you have a breakdown of the gender inclusion, like how many girls and boys were involved?
Yes, I think there were 3 men, and then there were 11 of us who did the cleanup. But like the university, we were at the gate, so a lot of people were passing. Afterwards, we were getting a lot of comments, a lot of feedback, and then the security shed where we did much of the cleaning, they were all amazed. So, but for those who did it, there were 11 of us, and there were 3 males and or 4 males. 5 really, because 2 came afterwards. And I'll have to find out how many women joined.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. I would really say your project was really amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Mida.
I yield the floor to Trisha.
Thank you, Mida, and thank you so much for this great presentation. I think we have Professor Yuba with us. Yes, Professor Yuba, can you hear us?
Hello. Yes, I just joined.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Hello.
much.
Good.
Hi. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Yuba. We're very grateful.
Okay, so my pleasure.
Thank you. So today is an important moment of culminating a month's set of activities across the continent, but it's really the beginning, Dr. Yuba, of much to be done, and we're honored to have you here. We have representation from several countries across Africa in the room, but over the last several days, they've been presenting their work in separate sessions that have happened yesterday and the day before, and going back. So we're very happy to have you here and request you to share a few words, if you would, please, Dr. Yuba, with several of the young people who are leading initiatives throughout Africa and are present here right now.
Okay,
I would
thank
like to
you.
take a
Thank
moment
you.
to introduce you, sir.
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Trisha.
So, thank you so much, Atrash. Professor Sukona, with over 40 years of experience in addressing energy, environment, and sustainable development in Africa, has been at the heart of numerous national and continental initiatives. He is currently a vice chair of the Intergovernmental Panel on the Climate Change after serving as a co-chair of IPCC Working Group 3, following being a lead author since 1990. He has a proven track record of organizational leadership and management. For example, as inaugural coordinator of the African Climate Policy Center and an executive secretary of the Sahara and the Sahel Observatory. He is affiliated with numerous boards and organizations, including as honorary professor at the University College London, member of the World Academy of Science and the African Academy of Science, Science Advisory Committee of the International Institute for Applied System Analysis. Professor Sukona is a global figure with deep technical knowledge, extensive policy experience, and an unserved personal commitment to African-led development. Welcome, Professor. Please.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry that I have not been able to participate to your festival since the start, but I just want to take that opportunity and then to thank all of you for inviting me. And I would like to share some of my thought and perspective on this very important issue, in particular for Africa. It's a pleasure to see the youth coming in, particularly in Africa. That was not usual. And 10 days ago, I was in Bonn and facilitating a conversation of negotiators on the global stocktake. And this is very important, and then you need to put that on your agenda because that will continue in Sharm el-Sheikh. And this is a very, very important undertaking. And we discuss a number of issues, including adaptation, mitigation. And beyond that, we also discuss the issue of capacity building, and we discuss the issue of technology and technology transfer, and we discuss obviously the issue of finance, and as with various stakeholders, not only the negotiators, but with the civil society organization. And I think that need to be put on your agenda. What progress have we made? If we have not made any progress, why we have not been able to make that progress? What kind of capacity we need? And for what? Where? And all those are legitimate questions. And then this will start at the national level. And then to see things, how they are happening. And then from there, you can collect some information and then to put that at the global level. Prior to that, number of African scholars, including myself, we realize that on the whole climate debate, there is lack of African narrative on climate change issues. And we convene a meeting in Arusha, in Tanzania, in order to try to articulate what we think is an African narrative. Because, you know, in the climate discussion, some people will talk about adaptation, some will talk about mitigation, some will talk about, you know, finance. This is not a narrative. And the narrative of the climate for Africa is how to realize the aspiration of development of the continent in a climate compatible manner, and then to be in a much more sustainable path. And then those are the key starting points, and all the different elements will come in. And we look at also what can be done from that narrative in the African context. And this is to well define development, what that means. Actually, the global aspects of development in the continent is largely related to natural resource exploitation and export, with very limited added value, being, you know, renewable or non-renewable natural resources, and that need to change completely. In that context, obviously, energy is one of the critical drivers for that. Energy for development in the continent, and to consider, as I said, development aspiration, as well as the climate constraints. And then looking at the energy, we think that one of the major energy transitions is by at least 2040 to phase out the use of charcoal and firewood in the continent, because it's have devastating effects on many aspects of life, including health, particularly women and kids, land degradation, deforestation, agricultural, you know, consent, food security and nutrition, and food sovereignty. And I can go and go on. And then this is one of the major problems we need to address. And then we need to move from firewood and charcoal use, and then to move to electric cooking. And this is possible with renewable and photovoltaics. And then designing, you know, induction electric stove for the continent. It may look very ambitious, but it's doable, it's feasible. Technically, it's possible. Economically, it's viable. And then we need a political will for that. The second area of looking is to revisit the whole concept and notion of rural development, because since the Rural Adjustment Program back to the 80s, no one is talking about rural development. And the focus is on agriculture and urban, because we cannot address the urban issue of the rural development. Because if the rural area is not viable, people will migrate to the urban area. And then because for them, they think they will get hope in the urban area, it will become a nightmare for many of them. So that we have to look at rural development at the same time, including agricultural sector and productive sector and energy for that. And the third element is one of the critical points we need to address in the continent. This is problematic and a kind of dilemma, and this is on energy for industrialization of the continent. If obviously we look at actually the need for industrialization of the continent, we look at the energy availability and then the price of energy, the industrialization foreclosure. And this is something we need to carefully look at. And another element is related to renewable, because all the people are talking actually about, net zero emission by a certain period of time, and the focus on renewable. The problem with renewable it's related also to crucial minerals, because without them we cannot adequately, deploy renewables, and at the same time we cannot also accelerate the digitalization of the economy, because those minerals are used, but no one is working on those minerals in the African context. Just look at what is happening in DRC with social and environmental impact related to that. And then strategically, we have to look at. I will not go to any other details because I do not want to distract your festival. Those are some of the few issues, ideas we are working. And I do hope you will also have on your agenda a number of issues on which you are working. And I cannot insist more than on the issue of information, communication, education, because with the social media, you have more expertise on social media than I, and you can use all kinds of social media. You can reach out all the people, those who have gone to school, those who are not going to school, on climate issues, on their behavior change, on things they have to do, and then to make their living condition much more better, and that will be compatible with climate. And those are some of the few ideas I just want to share with you. And thank you again for inviting me to join you. And you can count on me at any moment, any time, and then to provide any kind of support if I can. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yuba. We're very grateful for your words and your wisdom and for your invaluable support. I will share with you a little bit of a snapshot of some of the activities that have been led by the Pop Africa family over the course of the last several weeks. But as you rightly point out, we need to do much more and also leverage all tools of communication that are at our fingertips in order to be able to reach many more people and support the process of education, climate education, and the important change in behavior. So I just I'm grateful to you for your time and your insights and your words, and we are looking forward to doing much more. We also hope that several of the young people will have an opportunity to amplify their voices at various other platforms and fora as they go. But your encouragement and your guidance in this process is key. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Dr.
Okay,
Yuba.
so you can continue. I will
Thank you,
follow,
sir.
and then. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Trisha, over to you, please. Mira? Trisha, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Yuba. Thank you, Dr. Ash. I think it was very important for all of us to get motivated from leaders like you and do whatever possible we can with all the help and mentorship that is provided to us by all means. Now I would like to hand it over to Meda because there are a few presentations left. So we again move back to the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Drisha. So I would like to right away request Mina of Banga from Nigeria to take over the floor and make a presentation. Mina.
Is Ina's mic working?
Yeah. Mina.
No, she's having some audio issues.
Yes.
Maybe the next person. Oh, Meda, your mic is turned off. Sorry.
Has anyone, sorry, sir, has anyone joined us from the Costa Foundation Uganda? No. Sorry.
Anybody's presenting? Okay, so I think again, maybe due to the connectivity issues, all the presenters joined us, but I think we missed them because of the network issues. Well, as I mentioned in the beginning, that we will plan a separate session for all those who have not been able to present. If anybody who is part of the audiences has not made presentation and wants to make a presentation right now, please self-volunteer. Otherwise, we'll plan a separate day for all the presentations that are left, and would like to close the session today.
Dolo has just joined. Godwin.
I think we don't have any more presentations, but we would like to ask Dr. Norma, our mentor, to please say a few words before we close the session today and motivate us so that we move on.
Hi, good morning, everyone. How are you today? We are very happy to be with you today after so many days working together. I think that it was amazing, really amazing, the organization of this festival, that with all your love and your work and your commitment to our planet and to the green Africa, you developed those days. I'm really very happy to know that you are strong people doing a lot of work, thinking about your countries and thinking about how you can help the world to be a better world, to be better persons, to be better students and citizens. And this really a very good example that you are giving to the world. I think that is something that we will never forget, of course, and we will continue to work with you along those days, along the years that we have to, the years to come, I'm sure, with your effort, with the effort of other countries, other PUB members, family members. I'm sure that we will achieve what we have in mind to give you and to leave a better world for all of you, particularly us that we are already working hard, but already maybe on the way to go, and are very keen to leave you something that you will really appreciate, you and your families and your kids and your grandkids. Thank you so very much for this beautiful example that we will share around the world, because you deserve it and the planet deserve it, and all the family, the PUB family, together with Dr. Ash. I'm sure that we will continue forever working, and you will be always in our minds, in our hearts, because you are a very hard worker. Thank you so very much for all your beautiful examples, and see you soon, very soon, in another of our festivals, for sure. Not only for Africa, for the world. I think that you're gonna be magicians in this work that we are doing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Ash. Thank you, Grisha and Mira, for this wonderful hope. This wonderful work. Sorry, Mira. I was
Thank you
your face now. And you did a very beautiful work, and my colleagues that still here with us working, Vishnu, Ivan, that is busy now with another call, like we do every day, working, because we will never stop again. And we need to continue. Thank you all, and see you soon. Thank you, Happy. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Atama, Mina, every one of you. I don't want to
Thank you,
avoid
Dr.
anybody,
Luma.
but I think all of you, thank you so very much. And see you soon. Thank you, Ash.
Movimiento.
Thank you too.
Yeah, let's pop. One,
Thank
two,
you.
three.
Yeah.
Pop!
Pop.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
We have to do it again. Let's do what?
So one piece of information that I want to
Congratulations.
share with everybody is that as we receive your descriptions in the impact form, and your presentations, we are doing an evaluation to nominate some of you for the next category of awards, and that event will be held on 20th of August. So please make sure, once again, I would like to request to share all the information of the activities that you have done, because without that, your name cannot be, evaluated, or the activities cannot be evaluated for you to be nominated further. So please make sure that you fill the form on time. And now I would like to hand it over to Meda, who has been doing and following up with all of you one-on-one. So I would like to call her to actually give a vote of that.
Ooh, amazing.
Thank you so much, Aisha. For starters, I would like to thank each and every one of us for commitment that we had towards this event. I would like to start by thanking our keynote speaker for the day, Professor Yoruba, for that amazing speech. It was really insightful, and I guess everyone who is here has had their eyes opened on so many things that we need to work on, and we just realized that this is just the beginning. As the saying goes, Rome was not built in one day, so I do believe that this is just the beginning, and we literally have just laid our first stone on a foundation that we've got so many other stones left before we can say we've actually caused change. So I would like to thank the team I've been working with, the Pop family. I would like to convey a special thanks to Trisha for her relentless support she has and the passion she's really having towards supporting every young person and all the activists in Africa. It takes strength, courage, and passion in order for someone to have such a commitment. And I'd like to say thank you so much, Trisha. I would like to thank the Pop family for standing up and joining hands to ensure that this event happens. We've been so committed, we've been supportive towards each other. And I would like to thank each and every one of our participants for the efforts you put in, for the confidence you had in us and trusting us to be really supportive towards your project. Honestly, I've had an amazing journey getting to know each and every one of you at personal level, getting to realize the passion, the creativity, the enthusiasm, the teamwork, the hope for multiple and tangible skills that can be developed amongst young people in Africa. Like, it's really amazing. Every day I woke up anticipating this month to meet a new person, get to know what someone else is doing across the African continent. And trust me, it's really been an amazing journey. And I guess it has just started. I can't wait to keep in touch with each and every one of you. Just stay open-minded and be willing to take part in so many other programs that will be coming from the Pop movement. there are so many opportunities already ongoing, as during the opening ceremony, they talked about the Net Zero podcast. We have to reach out to quite a number of you who are enrolled to so many other programs, take part in them with an aim of developing your skills, because anything else can be taken from you, but your education and empowerment is yours to keep. So I'm really happy and I can't wait to have this amazing journey with you. And so I would like to end by saying there's a first time for everything, but definitely the last time will come.
Hello.
However, construction of your last time will determine the first time for so many others. So we ought to know that right now, what we are doing is something that the future generation of young people in Africa will come and follow the footsteps of. So with passion, with courage, and with relentless effort, we need to keep on what we have already started. And I trust that we can do this together. It's not a goodbye, it's more of like, nice to meet you. So I look forward to working with each and every one of you, and we'll always be around. Thank you so much.
Let's do what? Let's pop.
Pop.
Let's what?
Pop.
Good.
Okay, so Mina,
Stay happy
Mina,
like
we
happy.
can't miss you out. We can't miss you out. So I'll love you to take the floor and present your project. Mina.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. and I feel very happy to be here. I'm going to give an overview of our project and the POP activity we carried out, and I'm believing I'm going to be able to work with as many of you as are here to even replicate several activities, incredible activities I'm seeing happen. So I want to briefly start by saying our project as an organization, we run what we call the Club 17 Africa project. It's a club of climate action actors, across Africa. As a matter of fact, across the world now, because we really open it up for every advocate who is interested in.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you mind? Would you need help with sharing your screen, or you're making a verbal presentation?
Hello.
Hey, ma'am.
Okay, can I send it on WhatsApp?
Or I could, yeah, sure, you could share it with me, or I can as well make you a co-host to share your screen. Is that okay?
Inclusive policies and practices. No, it's okay. I was working on real-time to
Okay, okay. You can share it with me so to help you share your screen.
How much?
Appreciate. Hi, ma'am. Are you able to like share your screen, or would you want us to help? Okay, it looks like Dr. Nina is having connectivity issues. Hello.
Hello, I'm here. I'm sharing it
Okay.
in the WhatsApp group, so please someone could take it on and then just send it to you, Ma, and then you can share if you wish. There are not many slides. Is that okay?
I'll
All right,
help
thank
you
you
share.
so
I'll help
much.
you share that
So,
screen. You can share your presentation and I'll help you share the screen. Hey, Dr. Mina.
I don't know if Dr. Mina can hear us at all. Dr. Mina? Oh.
Maybe she can hear us, but Jean Borrell is telling us that the mic is not working for her.
Yeah, I know. I know that. But she's been having some problem with that from the time, from the start, actually.
Okay, no worries. I think we shall follow up with her and she'll present later on with other participants. So, Risha.
Thank you, Meda. And yes, we will reschedule all the presentations that we were not able to have today, and we will keep you informed about the people who are being nominated for the awards, as well as you all will receive the certificates via email for your participation. And with that note, thank you so much for coming together to actually create such a movement that we can say that, together we conducted so many climate action activities, and from different countries representing different regions, which is itself so inspiring. So thank you once again, and we'll keep in touch, we'll stay connected, and we'll see you soon again.
For sure. So stay happy and
We can
keep
have a
doing
group
what?
picture if everybody is okay to switch on their cameras.
Absolutely. So stay happy and do what?
Oh!
Oh. What was that?
Bob.
Good guys.
Oh.
Let's get that picture, you guys, and see you soon. And just keep popping.
Thank you, Dr.
All-
Ash.
Lots of love and many blessings, and thank you so much.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Anybody who
much.
can turn on their cameras, if possible.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry
Not
about
to
that.
worry. We love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bless you.
Thank you. You guys are all pop stars. We love you so much. Lots more to do.